my camera gets hot, and yeah. So anyway, let's finish this. I remember where I was. So in order for me to connect to the outside world, I have to assert myself. I have to expand, because on the inside I am, you know, this weak person that I cannot pretend that there isn't any weaknesses inside of me. The thing is that for me, when people see me, they think that I'm this like powerful, strong energy, and immediately when they see me, they attack me, or they want to like throw stones at me because they think I'm coming for them. So, and that is my experience. They see me and they're like, oh my god, who does she think she is? And they start throwing shit already because they think I'm gonna throw shit to them. But in here, I'm like this child, vulnerable, hurt spirit that is like trying to like be accepted, and if it doesn't accept it, at least just enjoy life, you know. She just wants to experience life. So I cannot just go out in the world sometimes and it's like I just want to go grab a cup of coffee, or I just want to go grab this, but the moment I open my mouth I get attacked. Like the moment I show up in a space I get someone throws something at me, and I'm just like, what is happening? If only they knew that I am just like trying to survive in here. I'm just trying to see the world. I want to just come out and see the world. So I I become a hermit. Like I just every time I get attacked, I just go back inward and I stuff myself down. I stuff myself down. And it's like a kind of like I'm killing myself softly. It's one of those hardest things. And it's like the gift of language, the gift of Italiano in French, you know, is, like I said, it's the head. So it's the North Node. My North Node is in Taurus, and my South Node is in Scorpio. So in Scorpio, I'm inward, I'm private, I'm a little witch, you know. Everything happens in secret. My pain is in secret, you know. Even if Scorpio is a powerful, you know, sign, and it's all about power, and but it's also about power struggles and things like that when it's not healed, and things like that. So inside of me are within my Scorpio energy, my sexual energy, my, you know, my personal power, it's very weak. It's very, you know, it's and it just wants to be in the spiritual realm, and talk to God. And because that's the safe space, it just wants to talk to God. It wants to do magic, and it doesn't want to go out and do stuff, or, you know. But I'm here in the earth to be Taurus. Taurus is 5 senses. I need to experience food. I need to experience, you know, sex in a way that is like, that is safe, you know. Marriage kind of stuff. I need to be good with that. Safe sex, but experience, you know, the human stuff. Experience, you know, seeing, physical, touch, life. I'm here to experience life, you know. And in here, my brain and my heart, they are split. there are two different, usually someone, they have the same, their brain thinks in the same language that they came with in this world, they learned in this world, and their heart is also speaking in the same language that they're speaking in their brain. It's together. They learned French when they were a child, or they learned Spanish, or they learned Japanese, or they learned Korean, or they learned um, Hindu or something like this, but their heart and the mind is speaking the same language. My heart and my mind are split, so they are speaking two different languages. The heart can expand the language and it can tap into the brain, so I'm capable of speaking English in the French accent, in the French world, and in the Italian world. I'm capable of speaking in English because the heart can expand all the way to the brain, and further it can feed the brain. But in order for my body to like move and to do things, and my soul, my north node to do things, I have to bring on the personality. The personality and the mind and the head and the ego, they move the soul. The body moves the soul. Like the mind comes and it tells the body to go here, but the mind and the body, they're speaking a different language than the heart. So it's always hard, it's always has been harder for me to do things, to move, to go in the body, to do this, because I'm stuck in the spiritual realm of daydreaming every single day. Or in English, in my English world, I just dream. I just, I'm thinking about boys, or I'm thinking about, God, and I'm thinking about just watching movies and daydream and how life happens, and just contemplating on the world and how the world moves, and how was this born, and how was this begun, and how this began, and blah blah blah. And I can sit there for hours just contemplating and never move. But the bills have to get paid. I have to go out and get a job. I have to be able to learn a skill. But in order to learn a skill, I have to go in the brain and learn the languages, so the skill can the brain can interpret the skill, so I can know how to do things, so I can go out in the world and make money. So I have a dilemma with me here, okay? And it is a struggle. Everyone has a struggle. This is mine, and it's late. I'm starting my life a little bit later than everyone else. My fault. I rebelled against God, and now I have to pay the consequence. So in order for me to come out in the world and experience the world, I have to expand my energy. And when I do expand my energy, so I have to come from the soul and go to the brain. When I go to the brain, or you can call it the frontal lobe, or whatever you want to call it, you go here. So you come from here, the soul is coming, is within. So you're speaking, oh my God, everything's so fun. Let's do this. Like, we're happy. Like, I love you. You're amazing. Oh my God, did you share a thought? And so slowly by slowly, it starts to change. So when I want to come out and hug you, so from here, coming from here, I'm seeing you from a distance. I'm like, oh my God, everything's so perfect. We're talking, we get each other, and then we want to connect. And the more I get to you and I get to connect with you, it's a completely different kind of situation. And the more I expand there, in the aura space, that barrier is language, is Italiano and French. So in order for me to see Earth, to see the world and experience the logic and emotional space in the Earth center, I have to tap into language, and I have to speak the languages of that are gifted to me through spirit, and that's French and Italiano. So that is my awakening. I'm awakening to two languages, and it seems as simple as it is. It's like just learn the language, but I do have Chiron in Gemini, so it is a challenge for me to learn things at an older age. Even if it's already in there, like it's still a challenge for me here. And my inner self is who just wants to chill, you know what I mean, just wants to like relax and just do her thing, and it's hard to tell her to go and do this. I'm barely starting to create a routine to where I can study. I can read here, and I can read basic French, basic Italian, but communicating the things that is coming out in my brain, that needs a lot of work. So I am in that space where I am learning how to read and write, and I have to take it seriously. But you know, that's my journey, and I think like I do want to talk about it, and I wanted to like have a formal way of speaking about this stuff, because you know, when I do feel my YouTube channel, I can kind of like be okay with being Italiano today, or be okay with being French, and have it be my everyday normal, you know, because like I'm going through two different like worlds. I'm going through like, and the English world is like a vast one. It's like you know, because I can go to Austria, I can go to a bit of Welsh, and I can go to like so many different, you know, northern accents and stuff, and I can top any of them accents. I don't know if it's just Welsh, but it's a northern accent of Welsh, because Welsh in the north can sound a bit like, you know, Scottish, can sound a bit Geordie, it can sound a bit Scouse. So I've been thinking that it's multiple different accents, but like I feel like because like, the shift changes, and it changes and it sounds a little bit different, but I do think like, you know, it is multiple northern English accents, but it might be just Welsh, but northern English, northern Welsh, and it's just two, and it's just Welsh and English, and which is the Austria that I usually use. You know, that sounds more British, like more English, more London, a more London accent, which is, you know, the Austria. So that and Welsh. So I think it could just possibly just be two, but Welsh has so many different the Welsh accent has so many different accents in it, within it, that is forming, that is making me think like, oh, I could be in Geordie today, I could be, you know, in Liverpool, maybe I'm in Manchester or something, or maybe I'm in Scotland today. I don't know, but I think it's two, because as above so below. So I'm like, okay, since I have Italian and French, Italian activates Welsh, and then French activates Austria, and so that's how it sounds to me. It's just Welsh. I haven't yet mastered it, because like, and I'm not studying Welsh. I use Welsh, the Welsh language, as a prayer language. I'm not motivated to like study because it's not in the brain. So I think it's a past language that is here, but I'm not meant to like, I'm only using it for prayer. But the Welsh world and the English world are definitely, and the Austrian world are definitely the worlds from the past that are still, there are the South Node that are still relevant in this life. And that's where if I had to learn a different language that isn't Italian or French, like I had to learn like Luganda, Luganda, it's this, that it sounds British. It's always going to sound like I'm from London, or like I'm from the UK, or like I'm from Wales or something. So that's why it is. So that's the inner part. So if someone comes to me and starts to talk to me like this, and people love this part of me, and they love it and they hate it, you know, they love it and they hate it. So either like, I'm going to come for you because why the fuck are you talking like that, or like, oh my god, let me merge with you. They cannot merge with me. People cannot merge with me because it's a block. When you merge with someone, it's the aura that aura, you're connecting chords with the aura. You're not really going that deep, because it's the aura you're matching with, but the aura is Italiano in French, and nobody fucking likes it. Everyone is like running away from that shit, and I'm like, I was running away from it. But there's nothing wrong with Italian and French. It's just so beautiful. It's just people in America are very obsessed with English. I think anyone who's foreign maybe also is also obsessed with speaking perfect English, good English. And so with my Italian and with my French, I don't speak very good English. That world, it does not speak very good English. I always like, I'm losing my words, I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying. Can I put this in the corner of this thing where you put me here in the situation? What are you talking about? I don't know what the fuck I talk about. I don't know, but it's the big thing with the tank. But you put it there together, it's mashed together, the one I look for. Oh, you say that? No, I don't know nothing. I cannot speak very good English in these places, so it's hard for people to connect with me either, but also they cannot match with me. So anyway, so that is my story. To end with With I I follow a lot the how I cope. Let's do that.